present. Now? You see
Yeah,
it?
perfect.
Okay,
Do.
great. The title of my speech today is called Understanding Rank So We Can Use It Well. This is a process-oriented view of rank. It's just a system to understand rank. And I hope that it'll be valuable for you. Today we're going to cover what is rank, where does rank come from, what kinds of rank are there, and then a little bit about being aware of our rank. So to start from the beginning, what is rank? We can define rank as relative power in relationships, groups, communities, and the world. And along with rank comes privilege and power. For some reason I can't. Okay. So privilege are the benefits and advantages that are available to people who are in higher rank positions. A privilege is based on rank. We get privileges based on our rank. And power is the ability to do something or act in a particular way. So along with those privileges comes power to act or do things. That's our definition of rank. It's a hierarchical system. Something is above something else. So there are two main kinds or sources of rank. There's earned rank and unearned rank. With earned rank, we can work for it. We can develop it. We can go from having nothing to having something. Or we can be born in a big, unruly body and we can work out and get a body that's more acceptable in society. We can change our body. So there's a couple things that we can do to earn rank, to go up in a hierarchical system. And there's an example here from earning money. We can go from a poverty to wealth. And you can imagine that that's not an easy thing to do, to earn rank. So that's amazing, but it can't always be done. There are certain kinds of rank that are unearned, that we are just born with, that we can't choose or change, like our skin color, sometimes our body type, our ethnicity, sometimes our looks. There's a lot of types of rank that we just have by default. Okay. So now let's explore the different types of rank. This is getting into the meat of the speech today. The four types of rank are social rank, contextual rank, psychological rank, and spiritual rank. And we'll get into each of them. Social rank actually reflects unconscious cultural beliefs and biases. Not the categories, but the rank system reflects our unconscious biases. So, for example, race. We have an unconscious bias in our culture and almost worldwide that lighter-skinned people are usually ranked above lower-skinned people, above darker-skinned people. Also, class. It's relatively universal, but not completely, that if you have more money or you're a higher economic status, that gives you more power and privilege than those people in lower categories, lower economic status. And you can just take a minute to look through the list, and I can send this presentation out. But these are all areas where there's a hierarchy based on some social category that you are in. Okay. And then we'll go on to contextual rank. This is situational rank. It's in a system where there's a situation where one person is implicitly or explicitly named the one in higher rank. A parent is in higher rank than a child, a teacher is in higher rank than a student, a boss and an employee, and it goes on. And you can imagine that you could have somebody who is in lower social rank be above contextually, be in higher rank in a contextual situation. Like you could have a black lesbian woman, transgender woman, let's say, in as a teacher, and you could be a white male of high economic status, etc., as the student. So that there we have a flip of rank. And in this situation, the person of lower social rank is in higher contextual rank. The third kind of rank is psychological rank, and this is where it starts to get kind of interesting. Psychological rank it's a kind of a perspective. It's about having a wider perspective, and it can come from having high self-esteem, from having a happy childhood, or from having gone through things and built strong self-esteem internally. But the idea is that the person who has high psychological rank has this wide view and can see more than a person in low psychological rank. You just have more perspective. And often, there's an inverse relationship between psychological rank and either social or contextual rank. So let's say socially, we have a black person and a white person, and the white person tends to be unconsciously racist, and they don't even know. They don't even know that they're doing it. It's just in the fabric of their society and their being, but the black person sees it and feels it a lot. That means that they are in a place of higher psychological rank in that situation, because the person in high contextual rank or social rank doesn't see what's going on. It gives that person in the lower social or contextual rank position more psychological rank. They see more, they know more, they have information that the person in high rank doesn't have. Another great example is just a teacher and a student, that students can often see through the teacher. The student can kick back and they know everything about that teacher. They can see their nervousness. They can see where they weren't prepared. They can see the sweat marks in their in their armpits, all that. So they have something to offer. Even though they're contextually in a lower rank position, they are in a higher psychological position. And that's good to be aware of. The last kind of rank is spiritual rank. And this is a special, subtle kind of rank that has to do with feeling connected to something greater than yourself. It's like having a belief or an attitude that gives you this kind of like ultimate spiritual power, that you can almost not be so hurt by the other kinds of rank if you have spiritual rank. It's kind of like the ace up the sleeve, the spiritual rank. You're kind of untouchable in that way. Okay. The last part of the speech today is about rank awareness. This is the most important part about my speech. The chunkiest, most important part to take away, to remember, if you don't remember anything else, is that the person in higher rank, in a higher rank position, is usually unconscious about it. We are usually extremely unaware of the places that we are in high rank, and extremely aware of the places that we are in low rank. You can imagine being in a conversation where somebody hurts you and you don't say anything about it, but it's like this little jab, and they didn't know that they did it, but you just got hurt. That's usually the low rank position, when you get those little jabs and the person just keeps talking and you can't pay attention anymore because you just got hurt. That's usually a rank issue. Rank is something it's so ubiquitous, but so not talked about. And so the idea of the speech is to kind of bring this into the light. It helps elucidate some of the dynamics that are going on. So let's talk about awareness of rank. When we're unaware of our high rank, then we unconsciously hurt the other, and we don't even know we're doing it. And generally, we're not woken up to it, or we're woken up to it in an uncomfortable way, which is okay. However, if we can be aware, if we can bring some awareness to this rank issue and know where we are in high rank and think about it and ask questions and bring it to the light, we can actually empower the people in low rank, or we can be more careful to not hurt the people in low rank. We can just use it differently. We can be aware of it, to not be hurtful of it, and we can also use it. So an example is that if I just bought a new $150,000 yacht and I'm going cruising on it, tomorrow, and I'm with a bunch of poor teenagers, homeless teenagers, and I start spewing off about my new yacht, that wouldn't be very kind, unless I invite them to come with me. That would be a way to use it. Or maybe I'm going to tell them a story of how I went from having nothing to getting my yacht, and then that could empower them. So, but if I were just to be in my own head and go off about my yacht, then that's not going to be so helpful. So we want to make it about relationship. We want to remember relationship. There's nothing good or bad about high rank, there's nothing good about high rank or bad about low rank. These are just kind of the way things are. It's just the way that it is. And high rank can be both good and bad, because we can be hurtful and then we can get hurt by it. And low rank, same thing. It can be good and bad. We can wake people up. If we're in low rank, we're not only in low rank, we also have our high psychological rank. So we want to be aware of these different types of rank, and where do we have high rank? If I feel like I'm in a low rank position, maybe I'm in high rank somewhere else. And if I am, how can I use that well? And we can see that a lot right now in the BLM movement. If you're paying attention to Black Lives Matter, there's a lot of really beautiful efforts that are going on right now where people who can see the big picture, who have that psychological rank, are saying, come in and we'll show you and we'll teach you. We're not going to whip you and say that you're bad and wrong for having high rank. We're going to teach you and show you what this is all about and how you can be more aware and what we can do as a group without making you feel bad about it. That would be a negative use of psychological rank, is to make the person in high rank feel bad about it. A good use of psychological rank would be to welcome you in and show you and teach you in a kind way about your rank. So that's my speech today, understanding rank so we can use it well. Obviously, there's so much more to explore about that, but I'm going to end it there. I don't even see Michael, so if he's been giving me flags, I haven't even seen them. He's not in my little window. Thank you for listening, everybody.